Yeah.
The one that went. And just went. So Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. You know, I liked it.
Okay. Anything to add?
I mean,
Right, that's it.
Yeah, that's it, I'm done. I didn't love it. It wasn't like amazing, you know. And
I'd agree with that.
There's a few things that, there's a few things in that last book that I'm not that much of a fan of the last book compared to the second one or the first one.
Yeah.
Still, it goes a bit more political and stuff, and I feel like maybe they didn't play that enough.
Okay.
Like there was elements of it, but I feel like in the book there was a lot more of like District 13 is as bad as the capital, or like you start to get an idea that what it's doing is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like on par with the capital there. Like,
whereas I think in the film it kind of it felt left out a bit, maybe comparatively anyway.
Yeah, so it makes a point that I suppose they're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah,
they're both.
So like you could see it, but it wasn't there that much, I'd say.
Okay.
So I mean it's not a bad thing necessarily, and they might play it up more in the next one to kind of. So they might make you think they're nice in this one and then play it more in the second film.
Yeah, they could do.
Which is, you know, fair enough if they want to do that, I guess. But generally speaking, like I think what they did with District 12 when she goes to see District 12, that was good. Because like that is basically the only image I remember, or like specifically remember from the book being like. I liked that image because she goes to District 12 in the book as well,
and it's smashed to pieces,
and it's fucked, and like it's supposed to be, you know, completely ruined and horrible, and it doesn't say anything about like dead bodies and like skeletons or anything in the book.
Yeah,
but you could imagine maybe there is that.
Okay, yeah.
And I thought it worked really well in the book, and I think what they did in the film worked really well, actually, which was that it was all destroyed. Okay. But there was also like a sea of dead people. Yeah. And then when what's his face, Gale, explains about the when it was happening.
Oh right. Yeah.
You know when they go back to film the whatever they call them.
I'm not very good at the names.
Yeah. But anyway, they go back to film it and he explains his story about, you know, he tried to get them out and, you know, 900 got out of 10,000.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck.
Oh, so this battle was way better than anything. Both in Catching Fire Part 5 and The Hobbit. Look.
I know.
Oh, that's way better.
Blood.
Yeah.
Black blood.
I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah. That looks way better than the one that's in...
Than the one that headbutted the wall.
And it's way harder to take out than the one that went... and just went...
It either killed itself or knocked itself out.
Yeah. No, it's way better. But yeah, so I mean, I was happy with that in the film, and overall it was interesting, fast-paced, fairly good. Things could be better about it. You know, it's not a groundbreaking film. It's not a Paul Thomas Anderson film though, is it? So. Yeah, for a blockbuster film, I was pretty happy. Okay. Yeah, so I'd say go see it or watch it on Blu-ray. It's not really like it doesn't matter where you see it, I don't think.
So I suppose in some ways this is like the counter, like way around to The Hobbit, where I've read the book of The Hobbit, you hadn't. Yeah. Whereas I've not read any of these.
I do worry
books.
If you haven't read the books for the Hunger Games, how much sense some things would make.
Well, okay, I felt like I followed everything okay, and I wasn't confused, and I knew what was going on.
That's alright then.
Yeah, like...
there's probably more context. I've probably got a bit more context.
Yeah, I was going to say that you you know why things are happening, and you can you've got a bigger picture. Whereas I'm just going along with.
Because it definitely seems the film started, and you're just in District 13.
Yeah, I didn't mind that.
It's all right, but I think in the book there's a lot more explanation about what District 13 is and why it is how it is. And, you know.
Yeah.
You don't get that in the film, but maybe it doesn't necessarily matter.
I didn't think that was a big thing. I could sort of go along with it, and I like that it didn't necessarily start with just explaining everything, that it kind of just left you to make your own conclusions to begin with, and that was fine. I didn't mind that. I don't know, I think it's like a well-made film. It's fine, and it will do as like a summer blockbuster. I mean, it's nothing outstanding. I suppose, like you said, maybe it's just managing your expectations.
Yeah.
Like, you know, don't go there thinking it's going to be, you know, the best thing since
I suppose
sliced bread.
The telling point will be when the next bit comes out next year.
I think
it's kind of then you see the whole story.
I think the problem was that, like, generally I just didn't really care what happened. Maybe that's like the biggest crime it commits, is that I just didn't have enough feeling or sort of emotion for the characters. I didn't really care what happened to them. And it's not that the acting wasn't good, or that, like, you know, the direction was bad, or the script was bad. It kind of just like they almost didn't have enough time in the film to build up enough, I don't know, like, reason to care.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's difficult to pinpoint exactly what it is, but I just didn't really, you know, have any feelings towards these characters. I mean, especially like I suppose the thing with District 13 is that you're introduced to it, I guess, in that film, aren't you? It's kind of just a big thing.
Yeah.
That's when it's first highlighted as like the heart of the rebellion kind of thing, I guess. And it kind of just brushes over what these people have been through and stuff, and there's no reason to like root for them more than anyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's quite shallow, and it brushed over that issues.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. But then, like I said, it doesn't need to be a deep kind of film. It's just like an adaptation of a book meant to sort of draw in all those fans, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, go see it. Why not? It'll kill a few hours. If you like the books, I guess it's good. And it's okay anyway. Kind of just non-plus.